Max something big on fire, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Fire, 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 fire.
There's something if you don't fit these
That real rap, chilly, chill, relax. Or you can get that, flip that, like acrobatic, like my sister, all dramatic. You don't want no static, I'll leave you scared up in the attic. When a mother Roger Rabbit, real smooth, nothing to it, overkill the competition. Leave them lost up in the sauce, while I'm eating in the kitchen. Let everybody know, this that new rap edition. I got what you're missing, this that bomb man, listen. Get it, got it, good like it ought to be. Treat me like a king, all these pearls want to spoil me. Crush them like the second cars on Brooklyn, baby, keep it calm, catch your breath. You wanna miss them steps, I'm so on fleek. Skill level tight, unique. From Broadway to Bell Road, homie watch me get you gotta want it, really hit it, respect the moves, time to pivot. In the middle of the winter, my whole town so summer, yes, yes. Fire, 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 fire.
There's something if you don't fit these
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I'm on fire, the hottest topic, can't stop this. I took off like a rocket, big increments in my blue pockets. Do good at school and respect your family. You fired me, you get far in life. Do sports and program time 5. You fired me, dance is a party anthem. Put your hands up, I'm doing big things. Humble and got my bands up. I'm the man, I does real stuff. I'm the top around the world, they can't get enough of this. In life, we stronger, never commit suicide. I repeat that.
All right. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good
MFC
morning.
in the building. What is today? It is Hump Wednesday,
Day.
right? Yes, Hump
Yes.
Day in the building. How are you doing this morning?
It's a little crispy here in New York.
Crispy already?
Yeah, well, it's like 68, 69.
Man,
We're supposed to go up to
I'm-
80. So
I'm jumping in the pool when I finish this one. Yeah, no, I gotta get some stuff at the bottom of the pool. You know, at night it blows. I just saw it. I was like, oh man, it's one of those.
yeah. Well, you probably had that little
Yes.
net thing, right? The net that you take.
No, yeah, it's some things you got to get up yourself, you know. 'Cause my neighbor has one of those trees that like to blow those leaves, and
Yeah.
not a good thing. Yes, not to mention the chemicals. I gotta get my chemicals right, because once you let it go green,
Yeah, it's not good.
yes, not a good thing. Yeah, so a lot of people don't understand that. You got a lot of chemicals going to the pools. Oh man,
So let me ask you,
it's a big headache.
out there, do you ever have creatures that fall in your pool or no?
Oh yeah, you got. We talking about little bugs and stuff. Yeah, but you know.
Yeah.
No,
No, like say for instance, like
get a
like down
mountain
south
lion
they
or
get
something like
snakes.
that.
No, like down south they have snakes, alligators.
Well, I'm quite sure because you got houses by the mountains. I'm quite sure you'll mess around. You know, there might have been a snake or two. I've never seen one. Thank God. But you know, yeah.
You know,
That's
to
when I'll
cool
be
off. They want to cool off.
I'll be knocking at your crib and see, hey. Oh yeah, I don't play them snakes. I'm from the BX baby. We don't do that.
Yeah,
We don't do
I was always curious to ask that.
scorpions, snakes, all of that. You know. Oh yeah. I'm
It's
used to,
like-
you know, the worst things I done seen was the flying cockroaches. You know. Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't play that. You know, we
So
got
they're
the
big
big
out
ass
there.
rats in New York. Y'all still got the big rats in New York, or did they fix that
Oh, yeah.
problem?
They call them wharf rats.
Man,
Yeah, they're like the size of cats.
those rats be chasing you. Oh
They
yeah, I
be running
remember
after the dogs.
by the Brooklyn Bridge. We used to
Yep,
at night, man. Wow, I'd never seen nothing like that. I thought
the Hudson River.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're huge. They
I thought
run
they
the
was
dogs. The
possessed.
wild dogs, they run from them. They dogs.
Oh yeah,
run.
those things are big, man. Those are
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you stomp your foot and the rat ain't running, it's coming towards you. That's when you know. Okay, you
You
in a
goofed
different
up.
type of program. Yeah, my boy, he's born and raised here. I brought him up this couple of years ago. He didn't believe that shit till he started seeing. Yeah, I told you. He said they not
Like-
scared of you. I said, yeah, they'll bite you.
No.
You get too close. Yeah.
And
get too
sometimes they
close.
run after you. Depending, it's because they a lot of times it's not just one. You see them like 20, 30. They run in packs.
Yeah, yeah. But they didn't
So you
bother us. We
gotta.
used to do graffiti. We'd be up in the train yards. They didn't really, they didn't mess with us too much. You know,
Okay.
you just had to watch if you go on the train. It was dark as hell. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you started one of them. That's how my boy got bit. He sat on one.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
because when you get bit, you got to get that the rabies shot.
Hmm.
That's painful. You
Yes.
know that's. But yeah, getting
Yeah.
bit is.
Hmm.
But at least New
Yeah.
York doesn't have scorpions. You know, because that was so those are deadly. You know,
Yes.
and
But then you go to the
rattlesnakes and
hospital, you
stuff.
get a shot. They say it throws a little tingle through your body. You know, little shake up. You get a little fever. You be all right.
Oh, so you
It's
can
not.
survive a scorpion bite.
No, yeah, you're not gonna die now. Only the scary part is with kids, because you got to remember a kid can't talk. So you have a newborn get bit by a scorpion, which happens a lot because they say you put them in the crib, and they got a
Right.
scorpion in it. And usually I've noticed when I first years ago when I built not this house when I built the house down here. Usually that's where they're at, that towards the mountains, and in the city they're not as prevalent as they are. Like if you have a new house, because usually it's a new area, so you got a lot of insects, a lot of spiders and stuff like that. So you got to keep on your inspection game down here. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you got to get
I
them
was gonna say you
sprays
definitely
going.
have. Yes, you have your exterminator come out there. You
No,
know,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
worth their
So
wild out there. Yeah.
exactly, exactly. But yeah, it's not a big. Some people get the roach problem, but nothing like up east. Nothing like up east. Even in Cali, it's not as bad, I would say. Unless you got somebody funky, dirty. That's when I've
Yeah.
seen roaches out this way. But yeah, it's not as much. Like in New York, you might be clean, but your neighbors might be dirty. So therefore, you're gonna get
Right.
some rodents.
Or if it's an
Yes.
older building and it's infested anyway,
No, exactly. Yeah. Because I had an apartment that I was man that was one of my main jobs to keep the roaches out. 'Cause I don't play them roaches. I don't play that. No,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
You
so
know.
here, like I said, and it's more or less ants. That's the problem I have. If you want to the blue, I gotta mess with the damn ants. They'll try to but they like the dog food for some reason. But anyway, what's
Right.
going on in the crazy world that we live in now?
Oh boy.
So many things.
So we got gee, the first one. This happened last night, as a matter of fact, about 7 o'clock, and this was at Northeastern University up in Boston.
Yeah.
And it was a 45-year-old staffer. When he was opening up a package, it exploded, and
Mm.
so he was hurt, taken to the hospital. And they said the package contained a message ranting about virtual reality and Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg. Okay. Then police responded to a second suspicious package at the Museum of Fine Arts, but it was rendered safe by the police bomb squad. And now the FBI and the police department are investigating, and the nearby colleges of Boston, because there's a lot of colleges up in Boston, have stepped up patrols as a precaution. Because remember these are it's a college town, so you have so for parents and stuff hearing this, I'm pretty sure everybody's on end, because you normally don't have this at the colleges, like so
Uh-huh.
you send like a parent sends their child, their son or daughter away to college, and then you hear this kind of stuff, and I'm pretty sure people are like, okay, you got to come home, or you know or because unfortunately you can't really have your own security up there. They have campus security and stuff. So, you know,
Mm.
but
Oh, not nice.
yeah, so that I would honestly say is scary, because, the mail, that's almost anywhere. I don't know why a university was targeted, you know, but is this the beginning of something, or is this just one random kind of someone was pissed off and didn't have nothing better to do, but you know
I don't know. That don't sound right.
Yeah, but they, so that makes people leery anyway. Because think about how many people handled that package before it got to the university. So it was triggered to, I guess, go off when it was opened. But just think about the different. Say, for instance, it wasn't sent within Boston. Say it came from another state.
Oh
Think
yeah.
about all the different places, and to be honest with you, all the different postal sites that someone could have gotten hurt on the
Uh-huh.
way.
Yeah,
And
that
that's
gotta be
why
a
too.
scary job. Gotta be a scary
Yeah,
job.
that's why I always give credit to the postal service because they always have that thing. No matter rain, sleet, or snow, they'll always come and deliver your mail. But unfortunately, in the last 30, 40 years, it also has gotten dangerous too. Like many years ago, they had anthrax. Remember, and everybody was so scared about that. That's why people got to where they started sending mail. They would tape the envelope just
Hmm.
so nothing could get through. As a precaution. So that,
So
I
yeah, but they
always
go
give
they go through
credit.
your mail now. I just sent something up east and I sent, yeah, I remember I was telling you the coffee and they went through it and everything. They probably thought I was
Yeah,
sending cocaine or something like that. And I'm pissed off at that. You went through my,
yeah.
you had something that was sealed. They went in, cut,
But see, you
took
had
took
good
a sample, but
intentions.
no, but who's to say? No, but if they doing that and they let a package go through with some bomb stuff, that don't make, you know. So
Right, but
anyway,
maybe,
it's
maybe there's an
it.
alert, like for instance, since like say for instance, different products like coffee or different types of things,
Well, okay, but
you
how
know,
could they tell
they
it's
make an
that
alert.
unless they opened it? It was in the pack.
You're right. You have a point there,
Okay,
right? Because if
it
they
was
they
in the
looked under
pack.
something,
Okay, and
that's true.
but I get it because people seal stuff. I used to do that. Okay, you get a
Yeah,
sealer. Shit, I used to do that when I
yeah,
was in prison. That's how I got my stuff when I was in prison.
yeah.
Okay,
So
cut it,
I don't know.
reseal
I
it,
mean,
and boom. And the police will open the package and everything. Remember, in prison, they go through your stuff. They don't actually open, every wrapper, but they actually
yeah,
open the box. But they're not
yeah,
going in the actual food. So,
yeah.
things
But
are always
it's
going to fall through the cracks. That's why, like
yeah,
I said, it's a scary job when you're dealing with,
yeah. I
people's
give
mail. And
I
like you
give
said, you got
kudos.
anthrax. Let's say you're a mail carrier, and here it is, you got some anthrax.
Yes,
That stuff will get on you when you just delivering the
exactly.
mail, or you're in your
Right.
truck. Because a lot of people, air carriers that I spoke to, they say, yeah, there's a couple of times, 'cause I'm a nosy person. I talk to everybody, and they'll tell you like, there's a couple of times I had packages I could tell it's weed in it or whatever, because they could smell it.
Right.
Oh yeah. So you talking about, you got people that they're
Yeah.
not thinking right, they're not doing it right. They'll just put weed in the box and send it. That's how people was doing it a couple of years
Yeah.
ago. I had a friend one
Yeah.
time send me like half a pound. This is like way before they passed the laws and everything. I think only California had, had a medical marijuana license. And yeah, somebody sent me something in an actual peanut butter jar, just a straight up. I couldn't believe. I was like, oh my god.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
you
But
got some bumbling criminals, as they say.
yeah. But I just worry. I've always had that concern that these are hidden. When you sign up to become a postal worker, you don't think that it's going to get that dangerous. You're always going to have a lot of mail, right? It's always going to
Shit, look at a
be,
school teacher. Look at school teachers now. Shit, you got to worry about.
yeah,
You might have had an irate student years ago, but now you got to worry about shit, your whole class getting shot up. Look at that teacher in
yeah,
Uvalde. Okay,
yeah,
his whole damn class got shot up. He didn't sign up for
yeah.
that. Not at
No,
all.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Yeah,
So
that's true.
nowadays, no matter what job, you could be at a Walmart. Think about it. You're
Yeah,
cashier at a Walmart. You get somebody want to get stupid. That's why I tell everybody be
yeah,
on point. Remember, you just had
yeah,
this guy dying. Okay, at a
yeah. At a
at a soul
pancake,
food
at
restaurant.
a waffle, yeah, at a
Okay,
waffle and chicken place. Yeah,
chicken and waffle spot. Although that is a questionable area. Getting on them. But bottom line, like we say every day, damn near, you have to watch your surroundings. You got to be on point.
yeah,
And even if you're with family, especially with family, because you want to
yeah.
protect your family.
Right.
And I remember me and my son's mother, God bless the dead. She we would fight all the time because I would tell her, be on point.
Yeah.
Be on point. Don't just be lax because you're with me because you got to be my eyes as well. And a couple of
Right. It's
instances
true.
happened. where, here it is. We got my son in the damn stroller, and some people are fighting right next to us. You got to be aware of everything, because
Yeah.
that's your job. Even as a
Yeah.
couple, even without kids, your job is to protect your man. Your man's job is to protect you, especially when you
Right.
are out.
That's true.
So yeah. And I think I got that from UNTC, MFC. Through the years, y'all put us on that Army, Army tactical. How? No, seriously, I've
No,
always
it's
looked
true.
at that.
Yeah.
Even if you ask my kids, and if you remember a couple of years ago when I sent my son up to New York, and he wore slippers to a goddamn dance contest in Madison Square Garden, and I always tell him don't leave the house with slippers. And
Mm.
my kids look at me and joke, and now they see how things could get crazy in a New
Yeah.
York minute, as they say.
Yeah.
And it's sad we
And
have to
running
live
in
like
slippers
that,
is
but
not working.
yeah, fighting in slippers, shit. You might have to, like I
Or even
always tell them,
fighting in
shit.
slippers.
You
No.
might have to protect me. Shoot, you know how many people I've seen the slippers get knocked on their ass? Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
play around. Shit,
No.
So it's sad we have to live like that, but this ain't the
Yeah.
time to be playing around at
Oh,
all,
I'm sorry.
at all. Yeah, you got the police coming. Yeah, it's a daily thing. They coming for you, MFC. You got the warrants. Stop playing games. They coming for your ass. Yeah, you've been hiding. They know where you at now. They coming for you. Yeah. Yeah, I think they
They my
coming for you.
friends. They my friends.
They're your friends. Yeah, they're your friends
Yeah,
that
they
they
my
lock your
friends.
ass up.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
everybody say, "Yeah, the police is my friends." They put them cuffs on you, boy.
I
That
still be
stuff go out
saying
the
they're my
window
friend.
real. They're your friends. Why'd you doing this? Could you put the cuffs in the front?
That kind of hurts back there
Could you
because
put
you're
the
like,
cuffs in the front?
and then not so
Yeah.
tight. They kind of hurt.
That's when
I
you
probably,
that's when they know a person is real fresh when you start complaining about the cuffs. The cuffs are being too
yeah,
tight, or oh yeah, that's when they know, okay, we
yeah,
got we got a fish out of the water over
yeah, yeah.
here. We have a fish out of water. Yeah, shout out to the police, not the corrupt ones. The corrupt ones can kiss my yeah.
Now,
Yeah. Shout
now,
out to the
but
police. The police, they got a hard
yeah, 'cause
job, man.
they
Woo!
definitely have a hard job. Yeah,
Man, I seen this
you know,
police man yesterday. Man, he was man at the gas. It was at the gas station. The homeless are going out of control now, man. That's why I could not be no police officer right now at this point.
yeah.
Man, you have to deal with that
They
craziness.
have a hard job. They've always had a hard job, but
Now, MFC, it is
it's.
hard as hell now. You're gonna hear a
I
lot of them
know,
committing suicide in a couple of years. Oh yeah,
I
cause
know,
cause yeah,
I
it's
know.
got to be a PTSD thing on them as well. See, a lot of people ain't looking at it, but you got to remember they getting
It's
hate
true.
from the streets,
Well,
and then
it's
you
just like
get
your veterans when they go to these other countries to protect our rights or whatever, and the people that are there, they're going to help, and the people there don't want them there, and like they hate them so much, and they don't hide their hate, and the soldiers are like, wait, I could be back home in California or out there in Arkansas or something, instead of being in the desert at 150 degrees, full gear and stuff,
some big ass
and
spiders.
that affects them. Yeah, because out in the desert, there's other creatures, that we, us in living in cities, we don't even know about. But there's creatures out there in the desert that you're like, nah, we have enough, no more desert, But these soldiers, they come back affected because it's like they're laying down their line, they're laying their life on the line, and for people that don't even want them there, and that affects these veterans come back and they were really affected by that,
Yeah,
and it's of course,
yeah.
yeah,
You was
they get
working through it for
affected
a
by that.
bunch of years. You
Yeah,
seen a
so they,
lot of
they get
oh,
affected
go
by
ahead.
that, and it's a lot. So it's just like here. Let's take our police, our police force and stuff. They live in the city that they protect.
Hmm.
So when you have people throwing garbage cans and bottles and all kinds of crazy stuff, and it's like, wait a minute. But meanwhile, when you have a problem, who do you call? 911.
Not
So
me.
it's like,
Shit, not me.
you
Nope,
know,
not me.
so
Yeah, the
and
one time my people did call 911. Shit, they threw my ass out there. Oh yeah, it was a domestic violence type of situation. Yeah, they threw me out my goddamn house because I was arguing with a goddamn white guy. I did so serious. Oh yeah, you know the situation. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
I
a
made it.
sad situation.
I made a complaint. Yeah, and I had to. Man, I was in all the rights. Like I said, it's
Yeah,
yeah.
that was a sad
Me.
situation.
I don't play with the police. I don't mess with them.
Yeah,
Don't mess with me. We good. I respect
yeah,
you, respect my ass. And then I just have, me personally, I've had bad instances with police through life. And,
yeah,
I know they have a job and everything. A lot of them,
yeah,
most of them are power tripping. Whether you're talking about the police or COs, correction officers, the
yeah,
average officer, they get power tripping. And when they start doing that, you ask their loved ones, they'll tell you, for some reason, and especially the ones where they would get picked on as kids and stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ask
yeah,
anybody that's been locked up, they'll tell you they ran through them. And the
yeah,
sad part is a lot of people I've seen, a lot of good guys will get trapped off. Because here it is, you a grown ass man and you got some uh, punk that
yeah,
he's power tripping and
yeah,
they know how to trap you off. Because you got to
yeah.
remember that's the biggest gang, and people fail to realize that. Them police, oh yeah, they got that what they call it, the blue wall.
The
You know
blue
what I
wall.
mean?
But I had to honestly
Yeah.
say, the precinct that we have that cover our area, they've been good the whole time. I mean, these guys, like you may hear horror stories from other precincts, because it's not all precincts, but some precincts, you know. And I had to
You
say,
got some.
I
You
was
talking about the
have
52 precinct, man? You got some bad apples. There's always gonna be, man.
no, that's
Okay.
I I
You
have to
forgot I
honestly
was doing
say.
dirt. I was doing dirt in that area. I know, man. Anyway, yeah. I hope they have changed, but yeah,
Yeah,
they
but
was
they
they
to
was dirt.
me they're good, and that's something that even community supports and stuff. And because you hear these horror stories from other
Yeah.
places, and that it's not like that. These guys they come, and they handle. That's one thing I have to say. They handle the mental illness interventions and stuff. They're
Uh.
really they this that precinct is really on point with that.
Well,
And I
that's
say
good.
that
That's good.
because it's that's an important factor, because you see how the news has been for the last year, 2 years now, and it's of course it's getting worse, but at
What do
the
you mean?
same
What do you
time,
mean with the
with
police
with
assaults?
how the news events are happening, and so many people, it's a lot of people now that are depressed, that are either having those mental issues, that it could be so many different things,
Hmm.
and like a person that's suicidal, sometimes it's just themselves they're thinking of harming. But then you have some people suicidal that say, you know what, I'm going to go after all the people that pissed me off, that didn't talk to me in school, that treated me bad at the job, and you have some
Yep.
that they go and they do stuff and then they take themselves out after the fact, but they have
Yep.
like their agenda, so it's all, and it goes back to, the mental, it's more mental health issues happening,
Yeah.
that we're seeing this day after day. You
Yeah.
see
No, you're
regular
right. You're right.
people,
You're right.
you see regular people, that your regular neighbor that you've always said hello to, you see the kids and everything's fine. And then the next thing you know, it's like, you can't believe that this is what happened, next door, two doors down from where you are. Like, wait a minute,
Hmm.
so it's,
I think
you
it's
know,
peer pressure. You wouldn't say that? Remember, it's
it's a,
way more peer
it's a,
pressure now than it was 20 years
oh
ago.
yeah,
Why? Because of
oh yes,
technology. You have people just
yes,
like I'm bringing back PMB again. He was killed because of peer pressure. Why?
yeah,
His girl or fiance, whatever. She put, she just had to, put a post. Hey, I'm at this restaurant and everything. Not and he's been there, little research I did in MFC, he's been there almost 5 years. So like you gotta know the LA politics. One, two,
yeah,
you can't be shining like the way you was, you know what I mean,
yeah,
unprotected. And then he
yeah,
could have had his family harmed from the little bit I heard, because he gave a little
yeah,
bit of resistance. First of all, you don't do that. You with family, they get the drop on you, okay. You know what I mean? Like me, you see, I got jewelry all, you know what I mean? I represent Bella to the death of me. But
yeah,
if somebody was to get the drop on me, yeah, you got it. Now, of course, I'm gonna put some money on your head, meaning it's gonna be a different ball game. Now, I have to come see who robbed me, that type of thing.
right,
But
right,
I'm not gonna put my people in jeopardy. And
right,
I've always said that. So now, if somebody comes to me and I'm alone, and I feel you don't got the drop on me right, oh yeah, we definitely gonna have some fisticuffs, you know,
Yeah.
and
No, true.
but yeah, you know, and this is what people need to, you know, wearing jewelry like that, and you know, shit, I've been rocking jewels since
Yeah.
the '80s. I know, but I
So
know
you
how to move and move where I move. Okay,
exactly, and
and
that's, you know,
but still, I've always had in the back of my head, it can go down anywhere.
it
It
can,
could
it
go
can,
down anywhere.
and it doesn't even have to be about the jewelry stuff, but it's just about that 15 minutes of fame of someone
Yeah,
saying that they got a celebrity
yeah, you're
or
right about
someone
that. Yep, yep,
that's
yep.
newsworthy, you know,
Because they
and
didn't
stuff
even
like
take all
that.
the stuff. He still had some. Because I've seen some of the raw footage. He still, I think he had another chain on, another chain or two on.
That's
So
crazy.
you know, but
That's
like I
sad.
said, that stuff that they took MFC, you're not really, you're not even getting a third of it. And
Right.
especially the jewelry that he had. Okay, he had,
And
you
a lot of
know,
stuff
he
is
had.
assured, you know.
Well, I'm not sure if his stuff was insured, but even bottom line, it don't matter if it's insured or not. Shit,
Yeah.
what do you mean? $20,000? Let's just cap it at 20, right? You got $20,000 worth of jewelry on, and you could get what? He probably getting about 8,000 a show, roughly. Oh, you could get that back if anything. And
Yeah.
if you real like that, like I said, you go what they call get your get back. Meaning you rob my ass in Brooklyn. I go through Brooklyn, find out who did it. You know what I mean? You do your due
Yeah.
diligence. Come on now.
Yeah.
Remember, you ain't talking about a BS pinky ring. This is something where you got to either
Yeah.
go to a pawn shop or you have to get it melted down. And just anybody
Right.
can't melt down jewelry. So you do your little
That's true.
homework. Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Come on now. I
But
didn't just
it's
come
just
off the porch. So like I said, I know how to game. And that's why I told you as far as a lot of these bumbling criminals, they'll take your stuff and be so damn dumb low, they'll take it to a jewelry spot, which is the stupidest thing to do. Okay,
yeah.
take it to and remember, any pawn shop that you go to, unless they're illegal, they have to take ID. Any state
Right.
in America,
And
they
they have
have to take
cameras.
ID.
They
No,
got cameras at
exactly,
all times. Yep.
exactly. So once they give that to the nearest detective, and they say, okay, this is on file for being stolen, it's a wrap.
Yep.
It's a wrap. So like I said, there's ways to catch a person. Then when you
Yeah.
get people, that's an opportunist crime, MFC. So when you
Right.
talking about crimes like that, it's not like I doubt very highly it was planned. And even if it was planned, it wasn't planned right. Because first of all, you should have waited till you got outside. You didn't have to. You know what I mean? That's like coming into place. It's a full restaurant. Remember, I'm damn sure it
But they
wasn't
didn't
empty.
care. They didn't
No,
care.
but you're putting yourself out there
Yep.
even more. I'd rather
That's
do
true.
something with not no witnesses versus something with a whole bunch of witnesses. Well,
Yeah.
even if you got a mask on, because they could go by your body type. Anyway, it's not
But
worth it. Bottom
but
line, everybody,
it was
don't
a
do
shame that
crime.
there was no one else in there that could protect, you know, that when this started, you know, like if people duck and then say for instance you had like an off-duty officer in there, you know,
Yeah, but that's
and
you know
stuff.
that's good for the TV. You got to
No, but
remember,
that does happen. This
somebody's not gonna put their life on the line for the next person like that. That's why
yeah.
nowadays you'll see things go down and people, especially now. It's not like years ago where you might have a little more protect. And the sad part is I see this a lot with females. MFC. I've seen videos every day. It breaks my heart. You'll see this female getting smacked up and everything, and people are just walking by. You couldn't do that. You couldn't do that back in the 80s and the 90s. We would as
No.
little kids, we seen a girl getting
Yeah.
smacked, we jump on you, not even knowing her, not knowing you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was
Exactly. That's
even
true.
even talking a little too heavy. A little too heavy.
Yeah.
Like say you screaming on the girl, like, yo, dog, who the fuck you talking to? It was one of them type of things. And
Right. That's
now
true.
and I don't blame people, MFC, because you got to remember now you could get caught up in something just
Right.
being, you know what I'm saying, a good Samaritan.
Exactly.
And I told you, remember I was trying to tell you the other day, there was a lady I seen, she was going at it with the guy. It was probably some tweakers, right? Some drug addicts down here. And I was about to intervene, and here it is. I'm dirty. So here it is. I would have got into it with the guy. You know, police come. You know, and I had to make a mental note with myself because she came at me like I was doing something. Leave him alone. I'm
Yeah.
like, what? So yeah. So sometimes you got to mind your damn business.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I don't really blame people as much. But you gotta move right, man. Enjoy life, like we say daily.
Yeah.
Enjoy life. Give it 24. Yeah. So what's up in Chicago?
Yeah. So now we had another incident. This happened again also last night, and this happened in Washington Park. which is on the south side of Chicago, and one person was killed and 7 people were injured when there was gunshot. Which was a gunfight that broke out near the baseball field, okay, and against two feuding groups, and they had a personal altercation. So there was a shootout. So and this unfortunately this happens just 2 days before Universal Circus is set to kick off a 12-day stay at that park.
Wow.
So the police are offering $15,000 reward for any information leading to the arrest of the killer and others. Okay, and
how many people got killed?
It was 1 person killed and 7 injured. So
Young
there's
boys
7 injured.
out.
So and this was almost at 8 o'clock last night, and this happened near a baseball field in the park. So lucky there was no kids. There was no kids. As they say, it was all adults that got injured. It wasn't any kids around and stuff like that, or at least they didn't get hurt, which was great. Okay.
They could have took that down the street.
Yeah, and the police, why you had to do that with a crowd of people, that were there.
Let me not cut you off, but that's how you make the block hot, stupid. Everybody out there, take notes. Now the block is hot. Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't know about retaliation. So now they may have to cancel that whole thing that they have set up for that town.
Yeah, but you don't think there's going to be some resentment from law enforcement from that? Remember, just like that cop back in the days when that cop got shot and they started TNT and all that. People do dumb things. Yeah. You got to remember, you're making the community. They're gonna come down on them.
Yeah,
you got to watch.
And so the community is going. They're going to be, like you said, the community is going to be scared to come out to these events because they're going to want to make sure that their family is okay if they go to, because it's, but it's a shame. But the police chief also mentioned that Chicago has recorded that so far this year there's been 469 murders. Okay. Damn. Which they claim is a 15% decrease from the same time last year. But to me, 469 people, and it's still September. We haven't even got through the month of September yet. That's a lot of people. That's yes, to me is a lot.
But obviously, you got to remember, Chicago's been banging for years. That's why they call it Chirac. That's a nickname, and I hate that nickname. People they try to wear it like it's a badge of honor.
Yeah,
it's sad. Yes.
Chicago has a lot of beautiful things. They have a lot of beautiful. Their theater district is beautiful. Their history is nice. They have a lot of beautiful things. Their food, the restaurants. And how, the atmosphere, is a positive thing. But then you have on the other side that goes dark real quick, but, so it's like, you wonder, like the people, like they have the Chicago shows on TV and so you get to see just like the shows in Miami. They show you how Miami is, how the Miami vibe is versus the Chicago vibe, or out there in Arizona or California. There's different vibes for different locations.
Exactly.
And like you said, like out there, everybody, one is so hot, but still almost everybody has a pool. No. Right? Whereas in not everybody, but mostly,
there's apartment complexes with pools. Exactly. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Right. Whereas like here in the cities, like New York, Chicago, stuff that they don't have pools like that. It's the people. Yeah. So it's, so the lifestyles, of course, are different. Out there in the hot environments that, like even California, a lot of places have, like you said, the complexes, they have pools and stuff because it'd be so hot. Mm-hmm. So it's
hell on earth. That's where I'm at.
So it's
but people complain about the heat. But let me tell you something, MSC. I rather, okay, there's dry heat, then you got the humidity. So
Right.
you take that humidity, and the dry heat basically feels, when you open your oven, that heat, that's how it, it's some dry heat
Right.
versus, you
Right.
in New York, you go outside, you got to you feel like you got to
That
take a shower
humidity.
after
Yeah.
30 minutes, So
Yeah. That
that's
humidity
just the
is.
difference. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
Like
the
if you're
difference.
down there in Louisiana and stuff, that's
But there's more
humidity.
AC out west versus up
Right.
east. Up east, you don't have to have as much AC. Where it is here, you can have
Yeah.
a rinky-dink apartment. That AC go, they got to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't play that down this way. So
Right.
like I
Because
said, people gonna complain. You gonna have gold on the road. They gonna complain. That's just how I look at it.
yeah, that's just
But
that's humans.
opportunity wise, out west definitely knocks up east out as far as giving more
Right. You get more for
opportunities.
your money. You get more
Starting
for
to
your bang.
you get more
Yeah.
bang for your buck. Exactly, bang for your buck. You can live like a king out here compared to say New York. Say you got $1 million house there, shit.
You got a
You can't
mansion
compare
there.
can't
Yeah.
compare them what you got here. And
Right. No, it's true.
now,
It's
now
true.
the houses up east are built more with more structure up. 'Cause remember, a lot of houses up east they have basements and stuff. It's rare you'll find a basement. You know what I mean, on the West Coast. Yeah. Remember, it's not built for floods and stuff like that.
Right. That's why
You have
those
houses
houses
with,
out.
with basements, but it's rare. Like I said, it's rare. And usually, you'll see maybe on the outside you might have brick, but yeah, a lot of these houses are straight stuck on, not that brick.
Right. And the
You
brick
blow too
will
you
last
blow
you.
too hard, it'll knock down. But remember, they don't have hurricanes and stuff like that here. So if they was to
Right.
have one, oh yeah, it'd be a wrap. Shoot, my house be shaking just from the rain. I can imagine something crazy. Oh yeah, we be sitting here. Woo! I'm dead up. Yeah, these
But they
houses are
they do
cheap
tell you
compared
though
compared to
that
New
if you
York.
have the option of getting a brick house or a regular wood house with the siding and stuff, the brick house will last you. It does cost you more, but it will last you a long time. You see the buildings built back in the 1700s
Uh-huh.
out of brick, and they're still standing.
Mm.
They're still standing. You just got to update the electrical stuff and the plumbing
And get
stuff.
that
But
and get that asbestos out.
for the ones, yeah, because remember the
Yeah.
asbestos was put in.
Mhm.
You know, but the
Yeah.
asbestos that was only done in this century. So, well, I mean, in the 1900s.
Yes, don't get radical,
So,
Mike, on us. Start talking about the '60s like it was
no,
yesterday.
no, because it's
Yes.
just like the lead paints. The lead paints go back to, like the late 1800s
Mhm.
up until like the 60s or so. That the
Now,
paint, some paints had the lead,
mhm.
and that's
Let me
why
ask you
that. I'm
a
sorry. Go ahead.
question. Remember that's the Coney Island lady, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They said that the kid's father was at home, so she still was
No,
with him.
that was the kid's father that was in the building was the father to one of the other kids. I don't know if it was the 3-month-old or the four
Oh,
year
okay.
old. The
Oh, I see.
7-year-old is the one that was in the father's in another state, and they were
The other
having a
two.
custody issue.
That's the other two.
No, only one.
Remember?
He's only the father of the older one.
Okay, so then the other father's the one for the other two, the one that was home.
We don't know if it's two. They didn't. They
Oh,
didn't
maybe she had,
clarify
yeah,
if it was two.
she might have three baby daddies.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
three baby daddies. That happens sometimes. Take care of your kids. Okay, how many
But the,
goddamn kids you got? But take care of your kids.
yeah. But this is.
Okay, take care
But
of your kids.
that's a very sad story. Not just especially for the children. I mean, the children are the innocent victims. And
No, man, I'm so tired of people goddamn crying about. Man, I pay for. Man, listen, you paying for dates, paying for your kids, paying for like these dudes talk all this baller crap and all that. And you crying over some, you know what I mean? You gonna throw money away? This is life. No,
yeah,
seriously, this is life. Like you know what I mean? Shit, I done took care of kids that ain't mine. I done,
yeah,
it happens. Like, come on
right,
now. Like you be a
right,
goddamn fool, and then people talk this big boss shit, and look at you. You're up here crying about,
but
oh, I'm giving her this money and no, I'm not going. Like, what? And then this be their own kid. Their
yeah,
own kid.
yeah,
Shit, I got a daughter. shit, take child support. I haven't even spent a year with because of her
Yeah.
mama, not because of me. But you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
shit, I never even modified it. And this is my, so come on now. Like, and that's to
Yeah.
me, you got to look at the reality of it, MFC. You know how much it
Yeah.
takes to take care of a kid?
Yeah.
And you up here crying about, oh, she's taking that money, spending it on herself. Okay, but she still has to take care of that kid, dumbass, or vice
Right.
versa. Say it's a guy with,
That's
because you
true.
got a lot of guys that, the females paying child support, and they complain,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And it's like goes back to it's not about you, it's about
Exactly.
the kid,
Exactly.
you know.
Yep.
And that's what people don't realize. And I had to bite it when my kid's mother passed, and she didn't like my wife at the time. So here it is. I wasn't the beneficiary because we're not married, and here it is. Her people just jerked the crap out my kid.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, because you know what I mean. Instead of being so selfish, it's about the kid. It's not about us. It's not about you. You
Yeah.
know what I mean. So people need to get
No,
off
I
that,
think.
man. Because
Yeah.
oh yeah, and that's why like
Yeah.
I tell people in a heartbeat. Oh, like my girl tells me, oh, that's embarrassing. Don't be telling people you work for your kids. I work for my kids.
Yep.
I work for my kids, okay? My son has a label. I work for him proudly
Yep.
with my head high. And
Yep.
that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Come on now, this is my kids. When I'm
Yeah.
good at going and shit, you can't take that money with you. You can't take,
Yeah.
shit,
No.
everything is yours. Yeah, what I
No.
mean? Jewels and everything. That's what's supposed to be for your kids. And
That's
even
true.
if you got a stepkid, because that's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey,
And you still call that your child too, and you
no,
still do the
yeah.
same. It's not like you're gonna
Like, come
give,
on.
you know, you're gonna treat them. You're gonna give them different than the other. It's I don't know. It's
No, these are
it's
these
just
are these are and you like I used to teach karate to the hood and everything. You didn't charge us. You know what I mean? You guys looked out. Y'all took us to the movies and stuff like that.
yeah.
We wasn't rich. You know what I
No,
mean? Y'all didn't come back late. And that's
but
one
this
thing
was
that I
building
tell people. I didn't
foundation.
grow up
Yeah.
rich. I didn't grow up rich, but you know what? I had mad hood love. I you know what I mean? Shit, playing hooky. I didn't have to just worry about my moms and pops. I had to worry about the whole goddamn building block. You know what I mean?
Yep.
When I started smoking
Oh
weed, I
yeah.
couldn't smoke weed around the way because not just my mom and pops. I had to look out for somebody else telling them and or
It's
catching
true.
me snatching us up and
Yep.
so
Oh yeah.
so that
Oh
like I
yeah.
said and this was in turmoil times. Remember, I grew up in the crack era
Yeah.
where things are crazy. So
Yeah. And
one month my
yeah, it's
friend's
true.
mom is normal. Next thing you know, she's on crack. Or.
Yeah.
So that's how I grew up, and
Yeah.
still it was that love. I still was able to see. We
Yeah.
didn't have money like that. Shit, I had to get my
Yeah.
own first car and all that. But
Yeah.
I don't knock none of that because, like I said, I
Yeah.
I know what true love is, and
Yeah.
that's the problem I see with a lot of people now. Just like
Yeah.
even with PNB, come on, they had trunk jewels back in the day. You have people in projects, okay, with big dookie ropes on. Yeah,
Yeah.
people were getting robbed and stuff like that, but it wasn't the type of hate, misery, love
Right. It
company that you
wasn't.
have
Yeah.
now.
No, it's
You
true.
know,
It's true.
like come on now.
It's a lot
And
of
like a friend of
jealousy,
mine's
and
made a point, MFC. Why those guys ain't going to Beverly Hills? Why they not going up to Brentwood hard? Think about it. What you gonna
yeah.
get at a waffle with chicken? And like I explained to you, in the jewelry game, Robin, you ain't really getting it like that. Unless you
Yeah.
hitting up Mayweather or somebody like that, 'cause a lot of them pieces either be fake or 10 carat or gold filled. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Talk to some real stick up kids, they'll let you know. You rob
Oh,
5 people, maybe two of them will have real gold.
right.
Okay? It'd be fugazi as hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like
and
they
you
said,
don't you
show
don't you
pieces.
don't know till you get to the jeweler. No, and a lot of these rappers they'll have
True.
real gold and they'll wear the fake stuff out certain times. You
Exactly.
know what I mean?
That's
Certain
true.
times. Me,
That's
my
true.
shit is blessed. All right.
You know,
You rob me.
but
You gotta
it's
you gotta deal with the Saint Arias.
yeah.
Okay.
But that's
So
it's just, it's a shame.
it's
You know, I
it's
you
it's
know
it's
we
gonna
we
always
talk about
happen
these
though.
stories, but yeah.
It's gonna always happen, and that's
Yeah.
why we're trying to set up the base where it could ease a little bit, but it's always gonna be you're always gonna have
Yeah.
somebody hating on you. You're always gonna have
Yeah.
somebody hypnotized by hate, because that's basically what it is. It's a lot of
Yeah.
people miserable. They can't. You see a lot of people don't want to work. Like you were saying, MFC, they don't want to work nowadays. So you have you know, people looking at, you know, oh, this you just got a new car, and like you can have one too if you got off your
Yeah.
ass.
But then also, and this is with the, I don't know if it's happening in the other states, but what's happening in here in New York City is, um, they're offering work, but they're only offering 20 hours. They're not
Yeah.
offering a full 40 hours. So your bills, your landlord's not going to take half. He wants the
Okay.
whole. So
Okay. Then that's
if
when you
you've
get
worked
two.
full time before, if you've worked full time 40
Yeah.
hours, okay, they're now doing 20 hours, okay, or 25 hours maybe, and that way they don't have to pay insurance, they don't have your medical, they don't have to worry
Hmm.
about your 401 plan for you, none of that stuff.
Oh,
Okay, so the
okay.
reality is either one, you have to find two jobs and try to mingle it around, depending if you get something closer to the other, or it's, so what do you do now for your insurance? If
You
if they're
start an
not going to pay,
OnlyFans page.
well, everybody's not
Hey.
going to do everybody's not going to do
You
that.
start
Okay,
it's
so
the pimping me. I'm sorry.
that's the
Oh
problem.
man,
That's a big
man.
problem. So I'm pretty sure that might be happening in the other states. I don't know. I just know this is what is always reported and people are talking about and complaining,
Yeah.
and I'm hearing it from all different walks of life.
Oh yeah.
From that person that works in the restaurant versus the person that works in the office,
Hmm.
regarding if it's finance or legal or medical. And you hear the same crazy stuff. And it's like, so a lot of people are saying, well, what do we do? Because a
Hmm.
lot of people work just to get the medical benefits for themselves and their family,
Yeah.
right? Okay. And so if you're only going to pay them 20 hours, where are they going to have money to buy their own medical insurance? Okay.
Yeah.
That stuff's not cheap, and of course you got to have it. That's one thing as parents, we know we have to, you know,
Hmm.
we have to have the
Oh
coverage,
yeah. Yep.
you do. I mean, two, you could walk into a hospital and don't have insurance, but unfortunately what happens is if God forbid they have to do an expensive surgery to save your life
Exactly.
and they see that there's no way you're going to be able to cover it, or
Not to mention
Medicare,
you're treated
Medicare or
totally different,
Medicaid has
MFC.
a threshold,
You're
they're going to
treated
have
way
to,
different. If you
yeah,
go in without no medical, you're treated way different. Okay. So
yeah,
you need to, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Even
So,
and that's sad in the medical department. They have different layers of how they treat you. You
yeah,
know, you ever see that different insurances that you'll have versus a person with no insurance. Then you got
no, it's
Medicare.
true.
Oh yeah,
It's true. I saw
they'll
that. I
treat you
saw that
different.
when my mother was alive,
Uh-huh.
because she was a retired nurse, and she had all she had was Social Security, so she had Medicare, and so, but what she did, and that's what she taught me, you always got to have, besides Medicare, you always got to have what they call a supplement. But now things have
What's that?
changed
What's
with
that?
Medicare. Okay, a supplement is like, say you, there's an organization called AARP.
I
Okay,
heard of that.
so
Yeah.
what happens is ARP has where you could get a supplement from them, but there's a lot of places that you could get supplements. And what that is a supplement will cover things that your regular Medicare doesn't cover. So my
Mm.
mom's did this. Now things have changed and improved. Now they call it the Medicare. There's a thing where now you have everything on mix. So now you don't need the supplement anymore. You could get what
Okay.
they call the Advantage. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
for me, I have the Advantage. So I have everything all plugged into one and everything else. But in my mother's case, when they thought she only had Medicare at first, they put her in a room with three other people. So my mom was just fine with that. Okay, but they came and apologized to her like maybe 4 hours in. Oh, we didn't realize that you also had a supplement. We're gonna have you tomorrow. We're gonna move you to a different floor. You'll have a semi-private room, and you'll have different doctors attending you. And my mom was explaining, excuse me, I'm fine right here with the four. You don't have to change me. I'll say, oh no, I'm sorry, because you have a supplement. You can't be on this floor.
Yep.
So the part is by her having a supplement, she got the better tier of doctors and stuff like that. And but like I said again, the Medicare has changed over the last 25 years, and it's better now. So you
Gotcha.
can have that option to have the advantage. Some people don't do the advantage, but it's to your advantage to have that, because again, if you have, as Dr. Jaws, as you just explained, they go by the level of insurance you have, and that means either you're going to see a resident or you're going to see an attending. That's a big thing. So, it's different if you're going in, you have a little flu-like symptoms, you need an antibiotic or something. But now you go in there for something really critical, because life-threatening, you want to be able to have the best of the best. And that's the part that, that's why it is important for people to have in life to have medical insurance. It is, and for the people that can't afford it, they have to make ways for it to be affordable, because if people are struggling now just to pay their rent and stuff like that, and I hear the stories all the time. There's people that they don't have the money to pay for the medication, so they'll put off the medication to have the money for their rent because they need a roof over their head. But meanwhile, the medication they're on, say it's heart medication or blood pressure medication or even psychiatric medication, you can't just stop that, because then you're going to have bad results. But, or what they'll do to make things last, instead of them taking the pill every day, they'll take the pill once every 3 days to make it last longer. Okay. You're putting yourself, but people do this because they need the money to pay another bill. So that's, that's a can of worms in itself anyway. So that also leads to a lot of stuff too, but it is important though. I mean, what you say, well, how many things are important? There's a long list of things that are mandatory.
Yeah.
So I think, it's much more stressful. I agree with you 1,000%. It is much more stressful now, and there's peer pressure and everything else more now than we've had. Okay. Yeah. And I'll just say, in the last 2 years, as humans, I won't even say American citizens, I'll say humans, because the whole world, the whole planet has been affected. We've had to go through so much stuff. See, I'm so sorry. Look.
No, go ahead. They coming for you. Don't try to hide now. Shit, you know where you at.
That's an ambulance.
Yeah. There ain't no ambulance. That's the police. You got the warrants.
That's an
Yeah,
ambulance.
they're gonna be banging on your door soon. Yeah, all right. Yeah, somebody done snitch you out, MFG. They know where you at.
That's
yeah.
We have a busy barrel, okay?
Beat that man up at the newsstand. They coming to get you. Somebody snitched you out.
Nah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, so it's, you hear all this and it's like, and that's why, like, one thing with Winning Cipher, we always say, try to look at things positively, and always keep a positive note, and and just try to forge through the day,
Come out on top.
And like Dr. Josh says, if you have something that's really bothering you or whatever, give it 24 hours. Give it 24 hours, and you may look at it much differently in 24 hours. And or like they say, sleep on it. It's
sleep
and
on
that
it,
those
man.
These are easy little tools, but these are life-saving tools that can save you from either having an argument or anger issue, or even for you feeling sad. It could be, well, you know what? All right, so now what do we do? So now what do we do? And that's what most people are doing today. If they can't find the work, a lot of people are either starting stuff from home. They're doing their own little business things. They're trying to find their own little niche, because it's like, what, they're going to sit home and just say, well, now what? I'll just look at TV. The bills will get done, well, whatever, So it's like what they would used to say in the 60s, oh, you're copping out. But it's not, I say to everybody, it's tougher. It is definitely tougher. And our young generation is, I always go back to our generation. We gotta try to make things much calmer for these guys. Because it's
you mean the youth?
for the younger generation, because they're our future, and they have so much anger. There's
Yeah.
You know, you
Where
talk to
where
these
do you think
kids.
the anger? Where you think the anger comes from, MC?
Well, I think one of the angers that come from when I talk to the youth is they see like on TV with movies and shows and stuff how everything is easy and they have all the expensive stuff. They go on these trips, and then there's a lot of people they never went on a vacation ever. You know,
Mhm.
I've met kids that never went to the beach until I took them to the beach. They didn't even know what sand was, and they lived in New
Mm.
York all their life. And I was like, whoa, they didn't know what sand was. And or they never been to a movie theater. And when the lights went down, they was panicking. They was scared. They thought they had to run. They've never been to a movie theater. And I'm like, you know,
This is in New
I
York.
grew this is in New York, and I grew up in as a kid, I grew up going to the movies on Saturday. That used to be a Saturday thing. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That most kids, you know, the mothers said, go to the movie. You know, back then it was only like 50 cents to go to a movie and stuff like that. Not like now, but you
Oh my
know,
God, damn! The hell,
it was crazy.
y'all had
Yeah.
a horse
And
and
you got
carriage, right?
and you hey, watch that. But you had two movies. You
How
had
much
the
was it?
main movie and the backup, 50 cent.
God damn! Oh
50
my
cent.
God! How much was the soda?
Hmm.
God damn!
The
I'll be balling
sodas, I
with a
think
20.
sodas was like all of maybe 10 cent. I think
Yeah, I could
popcorn
take.
was like maybe a
So you
Frankfurter
could
was only a quarter.
so you could take the whole man. What year was it? What year? What time frame is this you talking
This is
about?
in the
Goddamn.
60s. This is in the
Damn.
60s. Yep.
So
This is in the
inflation
late
done knocked
50s,
things.
early 60s.
Inflation done knocked things out the box. Wow. How much was the
Yes.
soda?
The sodas were like 10 cents,
Wow.
maybe,
A
you know,
Pepsi.
10
I'm talking.
cents.
I ain't talking about no quarter
I'm
water.
telling yeah, yeah, no, because remember,
Yeah.
you in the movie theaters you got the cups. Like you
Uh,
still get cups. You don't get
yeah.
cans. You get
But
cups.
they wasn't that big.
Sodas,
It
if
was
you
that
went,
big.
yeah, and sodas, if you went to the store, it was 10 cent.
Damn.
Yep, yep. Pizza
And
used to
they
be
need to
30.
send me back. They need to send me back to the
You
past with a hot couple of
for
G's.
for
Oh
50
yeah.
cent, you could get a slice of pizza and a can of soda for 50 cent back in the
No, you lying.
60s.
How much was
No,
a
I'm telling
pie?
you the truth.
Okay, how much was a pie, for example?
I don't know. We never could afford a pie. I'm
Wow.
sorry. When I was a kid, people didn't
Wow.
buy pies.
You hear that, peoples? Yeah.
We had
See,
slice.
spoil little brat. And that's what I've been telling my sons. Let me tell you something. We go. Well, hey, we go. Man, he liked this one spot. And they kind of expensive, right? We get one pizza. They have 10 pieces on it, right? And they always drown. They drown the damn chicken. And the chicken, it tastes like dry. He likes it. It tastes dry as hell. I paid $38. Okay, then they're $40 for a pizza pie and some wings. Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Oh
I'm gonna
God.
take a picture when I go to the spot, MFC. I am not lying. Yeah, spoil your little brat. I'm like, hey, let's go.
Wow.
I'll try to scan. Hey, I can get you a game card, and we go. No, I want to go. They got the good pizza. Oh man, yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah, but see, of course the
pizza's
prices
more
have changed, of
expensive
course.
out west than it is up. Yeah, oh yeah, up east. I've always told
Well,
people that they
yeah,
get you out
prices
here.
have changed. I mean, of course now, like they have the special. We have a pizza place that's been out here since the 70s, um, not far from where I
Ooh,
live at.
what is it
And
called? Oh,
brothers,
they still brothers are still up. Shout out to brothers.
brother.
You know that?
Oh yeah,
Oh, you
shout
talking
out to
about
brothers.
Kingsbridge, right? Or yeah,
Yes.
they
Well,
saved
brothers,
my. Go ahead. Go ahead.
let me tell you, brothers, they have the special. I think it's $20. You get two pies. You get two pies
What?
and you get a 2 liter soda for
For
$20.
$20?
For
Do me a favor. Take
$20.
a picture. I need you to take a picture so I can show these punk. It's called uh New York pizza, some crap. Like, take a picture, please, of that menu. All right. I'm coming in
Okay.
there. I'm gonna be the Black Karen. Oh yeah. In fact, I'm gonna film it
Yeah.
so you guys can see it. Oh yeah, I'm going there with my damn shirt on. Yeah.
So
Here's the
everybody
real
everybody gets
prices.
their specials,
You know what they try
and
to tell
then
us down here? That they send the damn water from New York.
that's true. I've heard that. I've heard that.
Don't
Yep.
you know how silly that sounds, MFC? If you send
I'm
50
just
pounds of
telling you.
water, it's gonna cost you
I was
fifty
told
dollars.
I was told that the water from New York is different than the water out there, and that's what I was told. Some of the
It's a good
places in
marketing
Arizona
ploy.
claim
It's a good
it could be
marketing.
a
Not
marketing
just that.
ploy. They
No, they told me that in LA a couple of weeks ago. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
you know, so that's
I
what.
don't believe
And
that.
now back in the 70s and stuff, and that's one thing I had to say. All the pizzas were all the pizza parlors were all in sync. So on
Hmm.
Tuesdays, this is back in the 70s and 80s, they used to have Tuesday the specials.
Okay,
Okay, so
that's the
you could get a
mobsters.
slice. So you could get a slice and a soda for $2.
Damn.
Okay,
In the 80s?
so
I don't remember that.
yeah, this is 70s and the 80s. And so on Tuesday, most people had pizza night because it
Mm.
was so cheap. So you could get a whole pie cheap because remember, you get 2 slices. Remember, and a normal pie is 8 slices. So
Yeah.
that's really 4 orders. So you get 4 orders. That's $8. So you get 8 slices
Hmm.
for $4 for for the $8. 4 orders. You'd get 8 slices of pizza, plus you'd get 4 drinks.
Hmm.
Okay,
I'm
and
coming to
stuff
New
like
York.
that. And that used to be in the 70s, 80s. So every Tuesday was pizza. Everybody had
Yeah.
pizza. Most mothers didn't
That's
cook
a
on
good marketing
Tuesdays,
play. So a
and that
lot of
was a
pizza
good thing.
parlors
Yeah,
was packed.
and
Okay.
some of the pizza parlors, what they used to do, especially when the kids are in school,
Hmm.
when school is in, between September and June out here in New York, they would have their little special things from like 3 to 5, where you'll get the students, not the adults, but the students could get discounts because
Yeah, I
they
remember
know the
something
kids
like
don't
that.
have that kind of money and stuff like that,
What
and it's
about
so
those
it's
what they call that stuffed pizza? They still make that? It was like the
oh, the
crust on the
calzone,
top.
the
Not the calzone.
calzone.
No, not the calzone. It was called stuffed pizza where it had everything in it. No. Next time, anyway, take a picture. Take a picture of the menu. Yeah, take a look at that.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to step to these
yeah, no,
spots out
okay.
here. And let them know what you don't got. No, because one spot got the beef
Like their
patties, and I'll
Zeppelis
be trying
and
to
their
tell them
garlic patty, the garlic nuts is not. Oh man,
they still got the beef
really good.
patties, Jamaican beef patties.
Sure, of
No,
course.
there's one spot here, and I'm trying to tell you, they got a bunch of. Oh yeah, New York pizza. You ain't got a beef patty? Come on now.
What?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yes. But I'd be the first to let
Maybe.
everybody know I'm going to be the first black man in America opening up a schnitzel spot. Okay. Yes, I'm going to take the jump on you Europeans. I was out there in
Yeah,
Romania.
schnitzels are
Okay. Eating
nice.
them
Those are
schnitzels.
really
Yeah, I
nice.
know. Yeah. My ex wife taught you how
Those
to
are
make those, right?
those are
Yeah.
addictive. Those are kind of addictive.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So don't try to copy me. All right. All you people, all you Russians out there, all you goddamn people from Europe. I'm going, yep,
But no,
y'all
but
missed the
that's
bus. I'm going to start my schnitzel spot. All right. Yeah. We're going to have bacon
see.
with schnitzel, schnitzel with sausage. Yeah. Don't give nobody
And
that
this is
recipe either. You still got the recipe? Did Carmen give you the recipe? No? Ooh.
nope.
I got to tell my sister to give it to you. But yeah,
Yeah.
yes, we're
So
gonna eat some schnitzels. But don't worry, us men, we're gonna come up there and still win. All right, because I'm gonna give my brothers that recipe. All right, so we're gonna come. Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I got some.
it's nice to have
I
a
have some.
dream.
I have some kings. Okay, my boy Freeze got some people in Detroit coming up. We coming up to decapitate. Okay, we're not playing no games. I want to let you ladies know. Y'all can talk to grandma, abuela, try to get that recipe and everything. Y'all done fell off like a bad bag of dope. Okay, us men, kings, true men, we done took it over. Okay, we run the kitchen now.
No,
Okay,
I
we
don't think
gonna
so.
go. What's
Sorry
that
about
park
that.
called? What's that park? What's the park? What's the park? MFC?
You
What's
got
the park in the
Poe
Bronx?
Park.
No, the park
That one's called Pelham Bay Park.
Pelham Bay. We going to Pelham Bay. Okay, we gonna let them ladies know. Bow down. Give us the money. All right, we putting
The
some big money.
ladies,
All right, I'm putting 500 myself. Okay, that's
remember the
how.
ladies
Yeah,
are
that's how
the
concrete.
the,
Man, I trying
the
to hear this.
ladies are definitely gonna win, and the Kings will be second place. Okay, because we
Okay,
don't have losers. Y'all could be
okay,
second place.
okay.
There
Man, I
you
look
go.
forward to the day. Forward to the day I can get on here and talk my crap. Okay, trust me, we gonna
Y'all
set
gonna
the
be
internet on
whimpering,
fire, on
and
fire.
you're
You know
gonna
why? Because you're
yeah
gonna be blindfolded. Remember, it's 7 females, 7 men, blindfolded. You take your taste test. You pick the best you
yep
like. That's it. It ain't none of that. No politics and all that stuff. The best food wins. That's it. And then
yep
hand over that money. Yeah,
yep.
so I can
And
disperse it with my
when a
kings.
women wins, you gotta come right back on Winning Cipher, and you have to concede that you were second place.
That sounds better. Yep, I like that. And don't
Okay.
try to don't try to forfeit. You know, say,
We're
oh,
trying to forfeit
you
nothing.
you paid off Keisha or something like that. You know, 'cause you know how you ladies like to get. You know, that's one thing about ladies. They don't like to lose.
No, we don't.
It's gonna be
It's
fine.
not. It's not in our DNA. Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. I know y'all don't like to lose, boy. Yeah, and no cheating either. You know how y'all probably try to get stuff from the, from the bakery. Yeah, you know how y'all like to do it. Get that sweet potato pies. But yeah, we got to get jetting out. I would like you to leave us out in a lovely prayer today,
Okay.
MFC, so the
Okay.
world could be in a better place, you know,
Yes.
and not be so bad.
Yes. Well, I want before we start the prayer, I'd like to thank everybody for coming to Winning Cipher. Thank you for coming to our platform. Please subscribe and hit the like button. And thank you for coming and listening to us. And hopefully we brightened up your day, or we, brought out something that you guys may have been thinking about. But as we like to close, dear God, please look after all the people in their travels as they leave their home, going to either their jobs or out to their, to their doctor's appointments, or to an appointment itself, or to the, food shopping, or whatever they're going to be doing, meeting with friends and stuff. Please make sure that everybody gets back safely in their travels, and also for everyone to please keep a positive outlook. You know, things could, things could only get as bad as you let them get. And the bottom line is, at the end of the day, look at the fact that we woke up this morning and we were able to breathe and open our eyes and be alive. Okay, so dear God, please protect all of us, and as we are all your children, and let us have a beautiful day today, and everyone be blessed. Amen.
Weapon for life, weapon for life, weapon for life, weapon for life. Dying nasty by daylight, can't see me sit down and play notes like Stevie, my name. Stuck in your memory, don't fight moves and if you get all this cash. Money, weapon for life, weapon for life, weapon for life, weapon for life. I rhyme just to show them skills. I'm only 10, but I'm about to pay them bills. Bring it on, we could get it on. Either it's cold or warm, anytime I'm on, you can ring the alarm, light the fuse to the bomb. Keep it calm, or you're gonna end up really wrong. Get it straight, or you better escape my rap. So wait, I'm so greedy, I'm with the whole plate. You're looking so late, just fall back with it. I'll be the next accident. Oops, don't make me, or even try to fake me. I play with toys still, but you cannot play me something big with it. Yes, I done did it. I'm up in the party with a brand new fitted, and you can ask my mama, I was born for this drama. Now back to the cake, because I'm all about them commas. Whoa, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, huh? Weapon for life, weapon for life, weapon for life, weapon for life, weapon for life. Dying asking my daylight, can't see me sit down and play notes like Stevie, my name. Stuck in your memory, don't fake moves when we could get all this cash. Money, weapon for life, weapon for life, weapon for life, weapon for life.
Just let the bass drum make your whole face numb. And when I come, you gon' know where I'm really from. Yes, what we really bout, leave no doubt. You just a Boy Scout, don't make me bring my boys out. You can't hurt this, I did it all on purpose. And we all know who's the clown up in the circus. Come get the way while it's still on premium. Cause next week, I'm not even seeing them, or even being them. You fraud, gon' flee and run. I'll be right back, be getting numbers like that. Don't get trapped, always from me, you hear that real rap. Yes, you take a nap, they gon' hate while we getting it. Crush your whole empire, cause I'm all about the busyness. Known to cause dizziness, should've called me Busy Biz. Let it work, tell the world don't want no broke girl. We can stack money like it ain't even funny.
Weapon for life, weapon for life, weapon for life, weapon for life, weapon for life. Dying nasty in broad daylight, can't see me sit down and play notes like Stevie, my name. Stuck in your memory, don't fake news when we can get all this cash. Money, weapon for life, weapon for life,